Hey guys, how's it going? September 4th, 2023. And we're back into some Run8 here, or we're going to be getting back into some Run8. Guess it helps if I launch it. Had a great vacation. Lot of things to talk about. Um, it was a good vacation, first of all. Surprisingly, some information that I got from my talks with Emmett was interesting because we basically set the ground we basically set some parameters as far as when he turns 18. Now he's 15 right now, but there's a lot of things that will change, and I'll get to that in a minute and how that affects RTS and the future of RTS. There's some short-term goals as well. But right now I'm in Run 8. I am in Run 8 until probably Railroader comes out, although I'm going to be very careful with how I get involved with Railroader as well. As far as RTS development goes, the only thing I plan on possibly developing now is another version of Yardmaster, and I'm going to make it for Pennsylvania. As far as I know, at least that's the short-term plan. There will be no train simulators. There will be no no anything. There's no plan for it, and I basically come to the conclusion that that's, it's always something I put in the back of my mind when I retired, or if I retired early, but that right now is not a plan, and nor do I think it will be. It's always been something that I've avoided for various reasons, and wow, that is interesting. I'm going to go with what is out there and do the best I can for the next 3 years. So anyways, I'll get more into that shortly. I think it was already foggy. Okay, all trains are loaded. So, with that in mind, we, before my vacation, we had brought and switched this train, and it works out to about the half of the demand of a daily demand. Now, it's going to change again because there's actually 4 supply trains, but there's also more industries that we want to get involved with. That's something that Emmett and I are still going to be working on. He's spending most of the day, except he'll come down and watch baseball at 4 p.m. This afternoon, and then I'll be watching the Jays game. And I will be back on later tonight. At least that's the plan right now. Is that train running, or okay? Now I gotta get things going here. There we go. Get my YouTube going here. Top chat, live chat. Do. Nothing happening. Already had somebody drop. That's interesting. Okay. Hopefully that information doesn't turn anybody off, but I don't think it would. So those were the switchers that I brought in. Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to make another supply train, and we're going to go ahead and run that. But first, let me open up my sheet, because I have some stuff that I have to get going as far as setting up the second supply train. So, combined data, missing industries. I think it's under industries if I recall. Okay. Yes, 10G. 10G21 was what was actually came into play. Now, The next one that I have to do, let me just see 10G. There's 10G in NOLA. So I divided everything into by 5 to get myself where I wanted to be there. I don't know if I'll be dividing by 5 again, but I'm going to be working on that assumption to try to get everything down, because what happens is when the weight of an industry that you call versus what are through traffic, which are the dummy stuff, this is the dummy stuff, whereas the actual industries, cars that are called for the actual industries, come into play here. We want to make sure that there's some balance going on. It doesn't have to be perfect. You want some randomization in there as well. So let's take a look and see what trains there are. Oh, actually, no, I'll see that right on here. Let me go into the combined data here. And let's check in on seeing what is that next train. I believe it's 11 something or other. It's not the yellows. Those we have determined. 11V, there we go. So Enola to Conway, which works at Altoona, we have to deal with. So a couple things have to come into play. First of all, we have to take 11V. So we go into our train spawn thingy, and we go. This time we're going to Tyrone as opposed to going eastbound. We're going to Tyrone East, which is technically, it's not technically, it is a westbound. It's just the east side of the system right now. And we go into the mixed freights, and we look for 10V, and we don't have one. Ooh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Okay, so we don't have it. We don't have it. I'm sorry. Is 11? Is it 11V? It's 11V. What am I talking about? Yeah, duh. Odd for West. Okay, so 11V. So for that, we see an utter peon. That's interesting. Enola, Conway. There's a lot that I wanted to change here. So it is another peon, huh? Okay, let's see if I have that. Exist Tyrone, mixed freight. Do I not have a priority? Oh, there it is, peon. So it is a peon. Which is interesting because the other one is a medium. This one is a peon. So they want me to, we need it to add a DPU. We're not going to be adding them there. We're going to put them right on the train. So for that, we want to allow DPUs. We're not going to do the mid-train DPUs, although we could. I'd prefer to have it just like it's a helper. We'll keep it at utter peon. I don't know why there's a difference between peon and medium going different ways, but anyways, whatever. SD70 Ace is fine. So now I go into the filters. Now that has 11A, which is interesting. So that is running this, which is fine. It can run that. I really don't care. It's good to know though. So let me take a look at my industries, and I will go with 11V. And despite that, It sounds as though it is going to be running tags for 11A. So what this did was it ran actual tags for 10G. This one's actually running tags for 11A. That's just a fake industry, so I really don't care. Ooh. That doesn't make sense. Empty coal wood veil. I don't like that at all. Do we have 11V? Do we have a fake industry going in the odd direction? Because I got a funny feeling we don't. And I do not want to run 11As. There's 11G, which is Conway, which is probably what I'm going to end up taking, not 11, because it is going to Conway. I'll probably put it as 11G. $17G. Plastic pellet coppers, 2 bays, whatever. I don't know what a 17G is. So I got 17G. I got 11K is another one I could be using. All right, let me see what trains I've got here. So 11K. I don't even have that on my list. Well, that I have that as existing, so I'm not going to bother with that one. I'll leave that alone. I'll leave that one alone. So 11K exists. 17G. I'm going to go with, see what the hell that's all about. 17G also exists. So I'm going to leave that alone. I'll take a look at 37A, but I got a funny feeling that's one we're going to be using. Yep. We're going to leave that one alone. I see 11G there. Does not exist. That's the one I'm going to use. And the reason why I say that is that's going to Conway and it can have those cars. So we will use 11G's information. There's a train coming. So we're going to use 11G's. We're pretty sure anyways. I don't see why not. I hear a train going by. Never mind 11A. 11G. Yeah, I'll use 11. I'm going to use 11G. So instead of 11A, I'll use 11G. Hello. Tank train. Okay. So 11V is going to be using 11G. That's just to get the through crap going. Now we go back to combine data. So we're tagged to use 11G. Doesn't really say, but whatever. We're not worried about that anyways. 10G doesn't have 10G, for example. I'm fine with that. Okay. Mixed freight. We've added the DPU, so we'll put a yes to that. I'm going to say yes, because we're in the process of doing it right now. The ones we're going to take and get rid of We're going to take a look at those. We're going to get rid of CO4. Again, we're gonna run everything that this other one did. C52 is already a yes. We're going to delete CB10. We've done that. We've done that. I'm going to add RJ's CP01. Let me double check if I got them all. And just for shits and giggles, we're going to add that one too. I don't know. Because it's still going there, so let's just add it. We'll figure out the rest. I know it's a typo right now, but that's okay. We'll deal with that. We should deal with that anyways. I don't know why we haven't. Okay. Everything's good. All right. So when we look at the industries, let's take a look at that for a second. Or sorry. What's this? What's the one that's screwed up? There's one that's screwed up that is doing that other one, and we don't want it. The one that says NBER-4. One of them has it. Let's combine data. Industries. One of them has the wrong one. I think it's that one right there. I just saw it. I was looking right at it. Superior Lumber. Although I had one car go to it, so I'm confused. Did I add it for both of them too? Might have. I'm really confused now. Local symbol. NBER-4. I'm really concerned about this. What the hell? What is going on? Okay. Who's doing what here? One's got a green. Oh, okay. Which is what that is. And then... Did I run the wrong one? I'm getting confused. What's NBER? Yeah. Let me just check my chat here. Hey! What's up, guys? Okay. You know, I'm just going to add both of them until I know what the hell I'm doing. How about that? Let's just do that. Which I did. Okay. Cool. Everything's cool. This should be fine. Now, so last time what I did was I divided it by 5 to get the 10G result. And that was, again, to try to get a proportion. I think I have a total down here somewhere. Yeah, so I got 134 for that. For some reason, I didn't sum that one out. Oh, no, that's... Okay, gotcha. I don't know why I didn't sum that out. Or did I just add them all together, which I might have. Which is probably what I did. So I just summed it all together to give me close to a full-size train, I guess? Is that what I'm thinking? Maybe. It makes sense, I suppose. What are the time on these things, though? Are they all 24 hours? I never really thought about that. Okay. Let's do a sum. Oh, I see what it did. Okay. I get it now. Let's R2 to 324. Why 324? What about 327? Let's do 327 to take a look what it really looked like. No, okay, cancel the autofill. Okay. Everything's Conway that way. Conway. Like everything is Conway. There's no other blocks, which is the way I guess it should be, because I guess it would all be going to Conway as far as we're concerned. I don't want to do the empty coal to Woodvale. I don't even know what the hell that is. It's not on my train, so I don't care. Did I even decide what I was going to do? I can't remember. Hang on. It was 11G. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'll get to it in a second. This will not take long. $11G. Okay, here we go. So this is around, okay, so that's between 88. Starts at 88. So let's do this. And I'm going to make sure it's F149 or F whatever. T11G, okay. It's hard when the number is different. There it is, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I know the value's screwed up. Okay. So that one was 149. This one is going to be 53. Well, what that'll do is that'll double. Question is, do I want to have as many trains going in that direction? I mean, I can for now. In order to do that, I think I have to divide it by 2. So what's happening is the weight's changing based on the fact that there's only one block. So I'm trying to change the value that it's giving because it's too high. Nothing will come out of that. I could leave it, but I'd rather go with let's try 2 and see what I get. So I'm dividing it by 2 instead. This is just to get so that we get more stuff coming in, or else you're never going to get anything. The way it was before, if I hadn't divided it by 5, I was getting hardly anything showing up on the train. Now I've got, let's see here. Yeah, that's about right. I like that. So what I do, and I'm going to call this 11G, even though we're going to be using 11V-04. So what I'm going to go into here is I'm putting these numbers. So I'm going to divide everything by 2 for Conway 11G. Wherever the hell that is. Is it Conway 11G? I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Now let me make sure everything is 24 hours, which it is. And right now I'm just dividing it by 2, which is simple. Oops. Not too sure what it's dividing it into. That's going to make it into 8. 17. Yeah, which one is that? Bulkhead flat. 7, 7, 12. Five, 7, 16. Five, 7, 16, and then 9, 16, 18. Okay, so we're at the 8 a.m. mark now. I think the train will be fine, but I will take a look at it. As far as I know, like as soon as I spawn it, it will be fine. Oops, that way. Okay, so now we should be, I'm going to take a look at this train, make sure it's okay. And then we will run. So see, it's got 11V, but it's using 11G Conway, which is fine. It's a fun little train. Perfect. So put 2 engines on the back. If I got 2 on the front, awesome. That's fine. So let me just see what we've got for total cars here. Conway, Conway, Conway. There's some of the local stuff. Looks good enough for me. I don't know what our total values are, but take them. Prep train speed grade. $4,952 feet. Get that little bubble out. Oh, it's going. Previous signal is approach. All right. Time of day is fine. We're just at 8 o'clock. And here we go. Alright, grab my blanket and I'll let you know what's going on with Run8 and my future and all that other crap. Ugh. But as far as that, what I just showed there, that's just basically altering the flow of the industry so that you're getting what you expect out of the trains, because when you're mixing two different types, you're basically a balance of weight between the two. There we go. So anyways, yeah, so I back to the real world, I guess, as far as what's going on with me. Good vacation, lots of trains. We took a short vacation for an extended long weekend on the holiday. We got back yesterday, so I always like to get back early on a long weekend and take a vacation with it, just so that I beat any traffic coming back, which for the most part we did. I mean, most of the traffic was when you got closer to home, which is normal. Which, oddly enough, plays in a lot of how I feel these days as far as being close to cities, period. I've been like this for a while now. I know of other people who have, I don't know of anybody personally, but I know of people on YouTube, let's say, that who are much younger than me too, and who are the same age, if not older than me, who have basically figured out how to do it and who have just started homesteads. And my thing about doing something like that is I've always wanted to make sure I was there for Emmett. I kind of gave myself permission this weekend to say, yes, I'm there, and yes, you know, until he's 18, there's a lot of weird things that happen as far as when it comes to being divorced, making sure that he gets support payments and all that other stuff. The reality is, by the time he turns 18, that dependency is no longer as prescribed by law, which basically means, as far as like I take him places, I'm going to make sure he's going to get food. I'm going to make sure he's got that. His demands are a lot less than what is prescribed. Now there's a train. I guess you don't have to dim your lights during the day. Let me call dispatch up. Not that I'm going to get anything. Yeah, he's going to wait till the next control point. Oh, I love that. That looks very realistic, actually. So this is the train we just saw fly by while I was working on things, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was. So this isn't going to be a very long trip to Altoona here. So yeah, I wasn't too sure what he was thinking. Now he's, yeah, okay, he's only 15, but he's got a good head on his shoulder. He has some strong ambitions. Basically, he wants to be a lawyer. I've known this for a little while. I've actually somewhat kind of not tried to persuade him away from it, but kind of thought to myself, are you sure you want to go through that? I said, because you realize how much money it is to go through to get all that stuff. And he's saying, he's researched it, and he's basically saying that that it's not. There's other ways through it. So he kind of convinced me that he's done enough research, and he usually does. Okay, so now I got a yellow, so now I can call him up. So like I said before, I've always been kind of, like, I didn't leave home till I was 27. Now, of course, he's living with his mom. I don't know as far as what the arrangements are. I think I have to talk to his mom at some point and find out, because I want to know how things are going to be. Oops, what do we got here? That's a weird looking, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a bridge. I was looking at it. It's just hasn't come into play yet. I was like, what the hell's that on the horizon? US 220. was wondering where the crossing was. So anyways, yeah. I've been trying to hold off as far as my ambitions for a while. I've been trying to figure out, you know, what am I going to do? When am I going to retire? For the longest time, the only plan I had was, well, I'm going to work until I'm dead. Because, yeah, I got a little bit of a, you know, a plan or whatever. I'm going to work as long as I can type thing. But the more I look into that, I'm like, do I really want to do that? Can I? Is there another way? And I'm starting to go towards the latter. So much so that now I basically have decided that I am going towards the latter, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make it happen. It doesn't mean I'm going to work 2 jobs or anything that drastic. I'm not that insane. I'm going to continue to do what I do. I'm not going to change my jobs. I'm not going to be looking for more income. As far as I'm concerned, my goal right now is this is going to be the last job I ever have. At least full time. I guess I should check what the signal says. Yeah, it is screen. He did say 10-4, but I'm not even looking at the signal. It's hard to see anyways. Okay, CP Grace here. Gotcha. Why am I not lined up at Antis? Hold on a second. Did I not... Hold on. Did I not say... I swear this train was supposed to... I gotta check something here. Spawns at Tyrone. Alt, main 1. Ah, shit. I gotta change that. $11V is not supposed to have that. It's supposed to have the other one. Alright. I was looking at it, I was like, wait a minute, why am I going to Antis like that? So as far as RTS goes and what my short-term future is, I can tell you this. I will do as much as I can with this version of Run8 for however long it is this year. Railroader will probably be what I fall into. And after that, there's probably not going to be much else. So, as far as RTS goes, RTS is on borrowed time. I'll keep doing what I do until then, but my goal is to be off-grid. It's not because I don't like doing this. I do. I actually take a lot of enjoyment from this. However, if I go, what is that? Lots of cars. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Okay. There's a bunch of cars and there's a bunch of houses over there. Yeah. But, I was at 50, too busy talking. Up to 50 miles an hour here. All right. But at some point, that's going to, I don't know what that is. I'm still 50, okay.
Norfolk Southern detected. Milepost 225, push 9, track 2.
So the plan is, I'm waiting for the next major downturn economic-wise. That could happen anytime between now and next 3 years. If it doesn't quite go that way, then I will do what I can to see what I can do, basically. But I plan on waiting until the bottom falls out of the economy, the market, everything, especially property prices, because in Canada they're quite expensive. We have, all the prices are up there, but by the time I turn 18, I have a lot of options. I could remain in Canada. I could try to go. I doubt I'll get U.S. citizenship, but you never know. There's places in the United States I know that property-wise would suit me. Even price target-wise, it's pretty good right now. I currently have no debt. I carry, some amount of assets.
Norfolk Southern detected. Milepost 225, push 9, track 2, and total access 3, 4, 8,
My goal right now, because I've pretty much given up on programming or anything of the like or developing routes, I plan on downsizing my archives. That's going to start happening pretty much as soon as I can. I need to downsize everything that I have in storage. I plan on living on very little. I already kind of do. It's really weird. I don't need to have the shit I have here. But probably 90% of the stuff I have here in this apartment I don't use. I do use my computer. I do use my TV monitor. Everything else, when I look around, I see a bunch of clutter. Which is why I don't need to live in anything big, housing-wise. Property-wise, I don't need a hell of a lot, but I need something that I can harvest wood, because that would be my fuel source. I thought about a sailboat, although that is adding a lot more expenses, despite the fact you'd think sailboat, there's the part about being able to harvest off the land. Like if I raise chickens, for example, I can have the eggs. If I plant you know, gardens, potatoes, you name it. There's all kinds of things that you can get from the land. So those are the things that save you money. They save you from having to worry about reliance on fast food. I eat way too much fast food as it is. I have to change my habits to do that now. I will be 54 or short of 55 when this all comes to fruition, or already in the process of happening. I have to change that. I understand I don't like cooking for myself. That's a disadvantage. My son knows how to. My son is a better cook than me. Culinary was something that it looked like he has as a backup plan because he has massive interest in that. He loves doing it for himself. Okay, we're down to 50. As far as my interest in trains go, I would love to have land by a major railroad for sake of the hobby. It's not the be all or end all. I enjoy doing a lot of other things. I enjoy exploring. I enjoy, you know, being able to hike, boat, you name it. So there's a lot of things I like to do. But most importantly, I want to get away from the cities. I don't want to be near the cities. I don't want to be near any cities, any traffic. If I happened, you know, as far as people, you know, I've always been the type of person who's had, you know, more, I guess you'd call close friends, if anything, but this doesn't really, I mean, that's kind of gone by the wayside over the years, simply due to out of touch and making my son more of a priority. I haven't really pushed that, which is fine. I'm okay with that. My online presence has actually had a lot to do with that as well. And I don't resent that. I'm very grateful for that. Like, I've gotten to the point now where it's just like, there was a time where I was trying to develop a band. There was a time where I had ideas for certain things where I didn't want to change. I wanted to keep the RTS in it. Will the YouTube channel still exist? Probably. Because I would imagine I would still have some contact through that, although that's not necessarily a guarantee. It wouldn't be a priority of mine, though I could potentially still keep in touch through my channel, possibly. Again, like I said, it's not a priority. And as far as my son's education, I have no intentions of assisting with his education. That may sound cruel, considering that I know damn well there were times where, you know, I don't know how much to be exact, but I do remember my parents helping me through with my education. Adopted parents, actually. But I think there's more. I think it's more of a waste of money, quite frankly. I think that. I mean, I don't know exactly what, but there's a lot of unknowns that are going to happen. Would I protect my son and all? You know, in a situation, absolutely. But funding an education for me is not something. It's something that I want to spend my retirement on. I'm an older parent as it is, being 51 years old now. I don't know why I just brought the engine down on that. I still got clears. What was I thinking? I wasn't paying attention. And this for me is nothing more, you know, more than a pastime. I mean, I'm hoping that within the next year or so, prices fall drastically, because then I would purchase that. That would become a vacation getaway, get work on that, basically type of thing where I am able to find ways of getting through. I don't know if I'm going to go right to 4 o'clock, but we'll see. We'll get in there and we'll decide what I have time to switch possibly, but I will be back tonight anyways. This is going to take less time than I thought it was going to be, I think. I'm still high clear. I just know I'm getting, oh, it's Antis, that's why. Yeah, I thought I was here. That's why. Okay. That's what I was afraid of. This didn't seem to be. I saw a yard and I'm just like, whoa, wait a minute. That's why I was slowing down. I knew there was a reason why I was slowing down. Call when I'm ready to go. I will do that. So that side doesn't take long at all to get in there. It's interesting how that is yard track 1, but I don't think I want that. There it is. Alright, so we're good to come on in. Let me take a look here. Yeah, 1 doesn't do much. It doesn't really have access to the yard, although there is a manual switch. Yeah, there is no way I could get to the 1 yard track, but that would have been nice to do. Yeah, I guess I can have the headlights on. So for now, it's more of a research thing for me. It just popped onto a video actually before I was getting ready, and I may research that a little bit. But I will be back on tonight. I don't see why not. I'm still a long ways from all these decisions that I'm planning on making anyway, so. But I do know one thing, time flies. Doesn't matter if you're having fun or not. Actually, for the most part, I do have fun, so. Or at least enjoy myself. Yeah, it didn't take long at all. I wonder where I want to do my set off on this side from. In theory, you know, I could do it here. Never thought of that. So maybe I will, at the very least, do a set off here. What's it like on this Labor Day out here? Quiet in the chat. It's really interesting too, because I do enjoy the logistics and all that other stuff. So I believe I would be solar powered, maybe backup generator, depending. I don't know, but I can't see myself being on the grid. Yeah, I think I will set off. It's easier than setting off on a through track. what's ahead here. Alright. So this will take me down to here. Yeah, I don't want to be setting off way down there. Get myself into a relay track and away I go. Decide what track do I want to go down. That's interesting. Well, I think the best set off would be right here. All right. Oh, I gotta, where is it? Got the, open coupler. Problem is it's DPU'd. I gotta shut that off, I think. Okay, let me isolate that. Isolate this. Isolate that. Okay, let's go. Question is, can I pull it with two engines? As long as I can get past the switch. Let's try this again. Trying to kick those cars if I can. Why am I going forward? Go backwards, you idiot. I can't kick that for the life of me. Still can't kick that. So it recouples. Let me take this out. Hey, it finally worked. Of course, I'm too far down, but... Let's see if I can get it going the other way. Yeah, this might take me longer than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Let's see how many do I got down here. Okay, let me hit the brake. Okay, good. We got a whole lot of Conway to do. Let me see if I got the switches lined up right. Should be fairly easy. One. No, I don't want that. Which is why I got this one. Okay. Why did that pop open already? There we go. Ah, shoot. I already screwed up. Or did I? 11G Conway. No, I didn't. Okay. Just setting an area that I want to plop the brakes on. It kind of recouples. It's really weird. I don't know if that's got enough juice. I imagine it does. Oh, it actually uncoupled again. Wish there was a way to just hold the damn pin open. That's probably not enough, but it might be. There we go. A little nudge. Hopefully it's enough. Know if I have enough there. That was totally accidental. There we go. know if that one's going to make it. Oh, there's the grade. Okay. Come on. This is one of the best ones I've seen for gravity kicking. Somebody's hawking back. What's we got here? Double stack train. Ashland Avenue, Chicago. Okay. Everything's stacking up here. Not bad. Looks like the rest is Conway. Yep. Okay. So there's our set off right there. Which I think is a pretty good set off. I don't know the exact numbers it's going to be, but it looks about right for about a size of a set off. I would think, because there's still pickups that you have to take into consideration, so I'm okay with that. Alright, so let's back up on the Conway. Let me just double check to make sure everything looks right. I see Conway. Yeah, so far I see Conway. It's all set up. So all we did was split off the set off. Good. And over here we've got, which was a perfect place to stop the breakage too, because that fit nicely in that track. And of course, then we would, this will be the sorting yard for sure. Sorted it into its trains would be the next steps, and then blocking the various locals going out in this yard. And of course we got blue flags on these tracks so that they can't be interfered with. Perfect. That worked out really well. So I'll flip this switch and we'll get ourselves back together with our power. Let me double check one more time on this end. So it looks like we got nothing but Conways. Yeah, everything's going to Conway. Okay, perfect. That worked out well. A little bit more work at the with trains going the other way, but that's okay. as far as the next few years too go with the various things, um, I mean, the way I look at it is it's a hobby where I have to go back to work tomorrow. And I will probably, I don't know for sure. I'd like to think that once I'm in a homestead, you might think, okay, well, you're by yourself alone in the woods with who knows what for entertainment, right? I think I'll be fine, honestly. The only thing that might happen is I might get lonely. I've thought about that, but I also, internet access will become a little bit more available within the next few years. Of course, there'll be a price tag with that. All of this is about reducing my expenditures through retirement. I don't. Retirement age here in Canada is not till you're 67, so I won't get any type of benefits from the government until that time. By the time if I do retire around the age of 55, what'll happen is my benefits will cease. So then I'm out of pocket for all of that stuff. So I gotta, take that into consideration as well. But my amount of money that I would spend, say, on trips, for example, I wouldn't be doing as many. And I'm okay with that because there's a lot to explore, which will be much closer to me. Not to mention, I'll have, I won't have the ability to constantly go away on vacation, especially if I'm taking care of chickens, for example. I can't just leave chickens. I mean, it's nice to think that you can, but you can't. So I'm very limited to what I can do. Yes, you can leave them for about a day or two, I believe, but I have to look into some of that. Oh boy, that was a little harder than I expected. Okay. Whoa, what do we got here? Yeah, thanks. I don't have any servers. No, I don't do anything with Barstow. That's when's the last time I did anything with Barstow? I can't remember. It's been a long time. I had just got back into Run8 once this route came out. I got back into it when version 3 came out. Then I didn't do much. About a couple months ago, I think I was on some other servers for literally a cup of coffee. I probably won't be doing too much beyond that from what I can tell. Okay, so we're okay going that way. I just have to hook up my DPUs, AI this, and away we go. So everything's set up there. So that's the ones coming in from that way. And then I've got the set-offs for trains coming that way. So it's 3:20. What I'll do is I'll hook up this power, get this AI'd. There's a baseball game at 4 Eastern. I've been spending time with his mom today for Labor Day, and then since we were just away for, I don't know, was it 4 days or whatever the hell it was? Went up to Eastern Ontario, Belleville. Actually, I stayed in Napanee. Nice place. Temperatures are beautiful. They're hot as hell right now down here, and my air conditioner doesn't work in my car, so that's always lovely. Get hooked up to my helpers, although I don't really need them. Helpers, I just have them as DPUs, so I don't even bother with helper service. What's the traffic looking like? From a single player standpoint, I do enjoy the operation. That was one thing about, despite, you know, not wanting to go back to, necessarily go back to work or whatever, I was looking forward to this part. Now, being on a homestead, that's a totally different story because, you know, there's work involved, but there's a lot of freedom. It's not, you know, you lose a lot of the comforts of life, I guess. Speaking of Mr. Here he comes.
Hello.
Hey, dude. Just about to finish up a live stream.
Alright.
Kind of told everybody our talk that we had over the vacation about home, you know, my ideas of the homestead and all that other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
This way. So what happened was, this is my Conway left over. What I did was I used this because there's like a 0.4% downgrade. I was able to kick those all in a row.
Yeah.
So I was able to kick one, throw them in a one switch, and I got DPUs now. So I just got 2 on the front, 2 on the back.
Okay.
I'm gonna hook them up and AI them. This part though, there's doesn't take long at all. It takes a matter of 15 minutes.
No. Doesn't take much at all.
No, it's just like wink. kind of basically said that, you know, as far as RTS goes, that I have no plans for developing a game anymore.
Yeah.
That's pretty much done. There's no, it's like, it was always a long shot to begin with, I think. Even if I did a simple game, I'd never be happy with it. Whoops. Come on. Did I not put it in neutral? Oh no. What do I got here? Okay. I don't know what I did. I did something. Throttle must be idle and I didn't think I had it active. Gotta check out some prices for properties out in the prairies too.
Alright.
I'll do that before the game. What was some other things we were gonna look at?
I don't know.
Well, I talked about that. Then there was something, I don't know. Gonna do another stream later tonight when I'll start working these locals, I think. Unless you're interested in starting with those.
I work one of the locals at some point. I don't know if it'll be tonight.
Well, no, because you're gonna be with your mom.
Probably.
Like I said, I'm gonna do something tonight, so I might block them. I might run them though. We'll see. Okay, he's all set up. Yeah, the way it came into here, this track here, you got to basically set yourself to come off here if you want to use that track.
Yeah.
And that was the only track I had available if I wanted to use this yard, but it's much easier going in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the cars that I set off over here get get the switchers to start sorting it over here.
Oh yeah.
Since it's gravity, it's the easiest way to switch.
The former hump pull, that's why.
Yeah, of course. Of course. That's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what they use it for.
I don't know. It's hard to find out. There's not many videos out there on it.
Do they show tracks in it or
There
cars in it?
There are cars in those tracks.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's
I just don't know how it's used for sure.
Yeah, it's probably just a marshalling. And these are more like arrival and departure type tracks.
Yeah, that seems like it'd be. Seems like it makes sense the most, at least.
Why is he going down here? Oh, he's heading down the siding. I was looking at it. I was like,
Couldn't get through, so they're sending them down the siding.
well, that makes sense. I thought maybe they would send him up this way. Holy crap! He's probably gonna end up taking.
Why do you have a switch at CPAR there? Why is that set?
Why is what set?
CPAR in Gallatin. There's a switch set to main 8.
I didn't do it.
It's odd.
Maybe there is a meet or something.
I don't know.
I don't know what happened. I mean, look at this one too. I don't know what happened here.
That's just weird.
Well, there's an area there. I don't know how big it might have been.
Oh, it's big enough. It's just weird that you would route them like that, especially with the
I didn't write them.
tracks already. No, not you. But it's weird that the AI dispatcher would route them like that.
I mean, they've been running. They haven't run into anything. And by the looks of it, I would imagine here. I'm thinking that he's. Well, I don't know. He's probably. I don't know if he'll come in.
He'll get lined on the main too.
I would think. I got a train coming in, so. There he is.
Ethanol.
Yeah, so they pass, instead of bringing them in on this crossover, they're just bringing them through.
I'll give Run8 one thing on their list of trains. They were almost perfect on the ethanols and the
Oh, yeah?
oils. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I think they're trying to decide what to do between these two. They might hold.
They should send them on to Maine too, but they might hold them.
They might hold them because of this guy.
24Z would be a manifest. No, that's an intermodal. So, rightfully, he should be lit out first.
Well, they don't care about that.
They don't do priorities.
Not that I know of. Speeds, yes, perhaps.
Oh yeah, there's a speed difference there.
Hmm.
24Z is an intermodal.
I think it's speed more or less when they're coming into play. Well, that's too bad. I would have had that had they been more patient. Where am I? Am I looking the right way? No, I'm looking the wrong way. Oh yeah, I would have had that switch, no problem. That could have just popped out. Whoops! You're right, there he goes. Yeah. See, and they're just going to run them down too?
Yeah. You probably shouldn't be lit past 24Z, but that's pretty good.
I'll probably get out before 24Z anyways.
He's getting close.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24Z's on the curve right now, so he should be. It's a short train. I don't know. Interesting.
Well, I gotta go yard speed through here.
Have you done any locals yet?
No, I just that was my second
You got
setup.
10G and 11G in here.
I have a 10G and 11V or whatever the other train number is.
That's 11G. That train.
It's actually it says 11G, but it's actually that's its outbounds, but it's actually 11V is the actual train.
Yeah, 11G doesn't actually exist.
That's right. That's why I'm using 11Gs. And the other thing too is I had the wrong signals because it was going to route me past Altoona. I was just like, what the hell's going on? I was like, they gave me eastbound signals.
Odd.
Yeah, either that or I gave myself them and accidentally changed it, but so anyways, I think I'm gonna end that for now. Well, we'll see what this meet looks like and then I'll end it because I want to take a look, unless you want the pre-game show.
I'm not too concerned about the pre-game show, but we can do it if you want it.
Oh, that's up to you.
I don't know.
Your call.
Yeah, we can do the pre-game show.
Okay. I was gonna look at prices, but I can do those later. It's not a big deal. Curious what the price is on the prairies.
Did you just get upgraded? That was red over flashing green for a moment.
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
That's more like a slow.
Red over flashing green would be
Limited.
Yeah, limited.
Yeah, he's got a. Sorry, he has a medium.
Limited would make no sense in the way he's lit. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, the dispatching's doing pretty good. Anyways, let me just check the chat left, and then I'll save it. Chat. Close that for now. I live in.
Latrobe.
Oh yeah. Oh, cool. Well, that's good. Glad you like it. Might be on. Should be on later tonight during prime time, I would imagine. I don't think too much is going on, at least for me. But anyways, that's it for now, guys. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Take care.